Kalala Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahushai, Ba Hashem, Rahakwadash, double honors to the elders of GMS Ruwell, blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing his word in all sincerity. With that being said, Shalom Israel Barakatah. Today's lesson, Perilous Times. We begin the lesson in Isaiah 33:6, which says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, is his treasure." Wisdom, knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Those who have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and strength to endure in these latter days, and who fear the Lord, shall be covered from what's to come. A lot of hardships are coming. Perilous times are coming. Let's go over to 2 Timothy 3:1. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And for those who are preaching otherwise, those are the kind of people you got to stay away from. Because the scriptures make it clear, especially in the New Testament, that great calamity is coming. Let's read that again, 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And that word perilous, according to the King James Version Dictionary definition online, means dangerous, hazardous, full of risk, as a perilous undertaking, a perilous situation. That's exactly what's coming. Many perilous situations. Its etymology also says full of danger, risky, involving exposure to death, destruction, injury, dangerous, and hazardous. These so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are not ready for these wrathful and vengeful, perilous times that shall come. At the end, you shall know that many prophets, many truthful prophets have been among you, but you shall also know that the enemy shall come down in great wrath against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Tainos, and Native American Indians. Wrathful and vengeful times are coming. And these perilous times will set in motion a desperate mindset when you think all is lost. When you see that all is lost, many shall be in that desperate mindset. Let's go over to Psalms 33:18. Psalms 33:18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh, Wa Yahushai, is the beginning of knowledge. And in fearing the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, he shall open up the deep parables and mysteries unto an Israelite. Psalms 33:19, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. And here in the islands, there will be a famine. The scripture of Job 5:22 has said, at destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Right? Because according to Jeremiah 15:3, the Lord will appoint 4 kinds. Let's read that real quick. Jeremiah 15:3. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, says the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. Great calamities shall come, great perilous times shall come. Let's read that scripture of Job 5:22 once again. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. And that's for those who put their trust upon the Lord, Yahweh wa Yahushai, Israelites that put their trust upon the Lord and not upon their weapons. You live by the modern day sword, which is the gun, you shall die by the gun, by the modern day sword. Psalms 37:19. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. So in perilous times the servants of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, shall eat. But those that will be ashamed are those Israelites that do not fear the Lord, Yahweh wa Yahushai, and remain in the world. Those Israelites that do not seek the Lord shall go through many troubles and experience perilous times. There will be violent uproars when the people are in that worrisome mindset, and they shall come out in the thousands. That's why you're seeing a violent protests right now, especially in France. France is burning. That shall also come to Babylon the Great, aka America. There will be violent uproars when the people are in that worrisome mindset. And as soon as they implement this CHIP, expect them also to come out in the thousands. The devils of the earth shall come down in great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And the scripture of 1 Peter 5:8 does say that your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And we all know what roaring lions do unto their prey. Psalms 33:20. Our soul waiteth for the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. He is our help and our shield. His name is a strong tower. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Plus, the scripture of Ephesians 6:10 does say, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. There's nothing impossible for the Lord. Nothing. Psalms 33:21. For our hearts shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. And those who trust in the Lord's name, Yahweh and Yahushai, are the hopeful elect out of the nation of Israel, plus the 1/3 that shall stay therein. But unto those who do not trust in the Lord or his name, they shall have perilous times. And if you think friends will be there in these perilous times, think again. All friends shall destroy one another, as the scripture of 2 Esdras 5:9 has said. Let's go over to that scripture. 2 Esdras 5:9. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. There it is. And all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. And salt water shall be found in the sweet. This is going into the mixture of all these different combined philosophies, but it's also due to the foundations of the earth being out of course. So in other words, all the underlying bases and principles of the earth are out of course. Everything now is polluted. Plus, this whole system is polluted. Micah 2:10 does say, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Arise ye and depart from the overall ways and philosophies of the system of this world. They are polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. But let me also say this, when it came to the indigenous peoples on American soil, they were the true custodians of land, water, and a variety of other resources. And they kept the buffalo in check. But when the so-called white race took power, they ended up destroying the course of harmony due to their vast greed. To them, it's always about annual profits. Look at the logging industry, for instance. Also look at the 1 mile deep craters made in order to extract earth minerals. The altering of foods and pollution of the water, of the waterways and the skies. The foundations of the earth are out of course, according to the scripture of Psalms 82:5. The more they destroy the earth, the more work shall there be for them in time of slavery. They shall be in charge of the cleanup process. They shall also pick up all those bones. But when all hell breaks loose, all friends shall destroy one another due to that desperation of the mind setting in, especially in the times of hunger. And there will come a time when wit shall hide itself, because the people will not have that clear mindset on what to do, nor shall they have that covering spirit of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai for protection in the time of Jacob's troubles. The way of truth shall be hidden. And in the time of desperation, the people shall lose all hope, and wit shall hide itself. In the time of desperation, no man shall spare his brother. That's how things shall be. In these perilous times, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. 2 Esdras 5:10. And shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. Meaning wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be sought by many, and yet it shall not be found. The Lord will take his men off the streets. The time cometh when the land shall be barren of faith in that famine of the word. Not everyone sees what's coming, but iniquity shall keep increasing, and the people shall be in a troublesome mindset. The system will be shut down, and those soldiers will come down in great wrath. That's what's coming. But here you have many wacky Christians saying to pray for government to bounce back. But it shall not bounce back, because no one can stop the judgment of written prophecy. Plus, the Lord is not dealing with Christian denominations, nor is he in temples made with hands. The time of so-called plantation Christianity, as well as white supremacy, is coming to an end. It's all coming to an end. And no Christian prayer will be able to fix the judgment that shall befall the Edomite system of government and those in power. Unrighteousness and incontinency shall continue to be multiplied upon earth till all hell breaks loose. And the time will come when the way of truth shall be hidden. If a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian is not prepared mentally with the truth of the scriptures, he or she will not know how to maneuver out of trouble. In these troublesome times, you also have Israelites training with, many Israelites training with many weapons and prepping bunkers with food, clothing supplies, and they are even stocking up on weapons and ammunition instead of seeking the Lord Yahweh wa Yahushai. Every time I'm on YouTube, I always come across this Jake from the tribe of Judah shooting 50 caliber machine guns, all types of weapons. The women are also training from Judah. There are a lot of Israelites training. And you cannot beat Esau, Edom, because he was given the blessing of the sword. In these troublesome times, those weapons and ammunition stored will not help you. Judgment will come either way. The Lord has always spoken through the mouths of his prophets, according to the scripture of Luke 1:70. And the way you seek the Lord is by hearkening unto the sincere words of the prophets. All the signs are there of what's to come, and all roads lead to the digital CHIP of Revelation 13 and 16. And soon enough, they will set up a situation where they will shut down all the banks. And I was reading that today on the paper about the banks. There will be a big reset upon the system. All sectors are being prepared. That's the word. Prepped or prepared for the CHIP MARK of Revelation 13 and 16. Like I said, all roads will lead to that digital CHIP of Charagma. Israelites, do not take it, because in doing so, it will cost you your very lives. With that being said, Kal Allah Malak Yahweh Wa Yahushai Ba Hashem Rahakwadash, and double honors to the elders of GMS Ruwell. Blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing his word in all sincerity. With that being said, Shalom Israel, Barakatah.